least it has subtitles. It looks more expensive. And it's like meta-referencing. Like, it's kind of cool, but it's being used for completely the wrong purpose. These videos are meant to be, like, cozy. You shouldn't be using a set like this. Like, it's too elaborate, it's too polished. It doesn't have any of the fun. Like, I love the set, like the basement set they use in Mystery Files. And look at this. It doesn't look like anything inviting. Look at it, like the multiple the camera angles communicate inauthenticity, I think. Or at least scriptedness. This looks like a real video, but they're putting an effect over it to make it seem like we've surpassed that. But it's not better, it's worse. It's because it's right, Aristotelian-wise, the telos of these videos. And he says it much better than I could right here. Where's the bright, whimsical fun?
I just remember from like a young age, it was a way for me to feel like I had a purpose, or it was a way for me to find self-esteem. I guess when I'm making things, it's when I feel the most alive, and I think that's carried over into my adult life. And in a lot of
These are
ways,
really
I
nice
look
videos.
back and it feels like I haven't really even grown up. And I'm sure if you ask people about that, they probably would agree with me. I haven't grown up.
I went to Northern Illinois University for 2 years.
I love him.
Felt very selfish and weird to want to go into film, and I was like, I got to do something responsible. I can't just do something that is fun. And then after 2 years of that, I was like, I'm really sad. I was like, I guess it's worth maybe pursuing my, creative ambitions. So then I went to Columbia College in Chicago and studied editing. But even before that, when I was at Northern, I was still making a bunch of dumb little videos. Plenty of dumb little videos.
Myself, Shane, Steven, we all came from BuzzFeed. It was kind of like the formative years of our creative process.
I didn't really know how to make a video. I didn't know virality. I didn't understand the internet that well. So BuzzFeed for me was like college.
Just because it looks more professional doesn't mean it's better.
Very good at sort of chasing like viral stuff. The stuff that I did find success with was stuff that I was very passionate about, and that was kind of hit or miss,
Yeah, we were working crazy hours trying to get the next cool hit video out, trying to make the next big thing, and that was the culture there. It was fun, but also intense.
Steven and myself made something called Worth It and Unsolved, respectively.
That was when I went from like, oh, there's that Asian kid in the BuzzFeed video, to like, oh, that's Steven Lim. That's like the guy.
He's been on TV.
Luckily, I was, roped into Unsolved, and was able to be in that.
I feel like Shane is less persuaded by the corporate machine.
We had a passion for making content and making it to a certain level of quality that would perhaps punch above its weight.
He respects the people he works with, but he also is more distant from the work, I think. No, he's actually not more distant in the work. He's very good at it, but he also seems like he's not trying to pretend like he's all in on it.
A studio or a platform where we could make unscripted television caliber content on the internet.
This is not what the internet needs. I mean, that's just an opinion, but
Full-blown developed shows had not been kind of a thing on YouTube to that point, especially when we first started Unsolved and Worth It, and we wanted to continue that trend.
it's YouTube is not a place for TV quality content. Or not TV quality. TV style. They're trying to make actual TV shows.
It's a jokey channel, but I think underneath it all, there's like a genuine interest in stuff and a passion for.
And YouTube series are like just as important, in my opinion, but
Proud of what we've built here at Watcher. My proudest moments have been being able to hire incredible people. It's like growing our staff from 3
6 to 10,
Damn.
20,
Damn.
25.
Well, I mean, all of them, kind of.
That we've fostered.
Maybe that's the best part. The tangible effect of it is like you're out in public and people are like, hey, wow, we watched a lot of your content during a tough time and it really helped us. And that's always really nice. Especially when we do our like live shows, you notice that it's very fascinating. The audience that we've attracted are also weirdos in the most positive sense.
I'm very happy with the progress that we've made over here.
Participant.
4.5 years, but it feels like we are just at the point where we've hit a bit of a ceiling in terms of what YouTube is able to offer.
More than 50% of our business is run by advertising. We are relying on ads to make money.
I hated all of the sponsored stuff that they did.
All of you guys out there.
Like, the Scorn Too Many Spirits was one of the worst videos ever uploaded to YouTube. They didn't give a shit. Like, they were just saying scorn this, scorn that. There was none of the content. Like, they need to make it the same amount of time, but advertising inherently you need to water down the content. You need to dedicate some of the and some of the runtime to that, but keep the exact same thing. But when they're not paying enough money for your overly expensive show that should be simple and easy to film, you've overcomplicated it, and so it's fucked. You've spent way too much money on the show, and you have to plaster it with adverts that everyone hates. And for what? It doesn't even... Like, I prefer the original series of Too Many Spirits. It was much better than all of the high production value, quote-unquote, shit that they were putting out.
Ours was to make a television show. And, over time...
Yeah, exactly. He wants to make a TV show.
shows aren't meant for YouTube. Perhaps we should
But you doesn't... They don't want to be able to... Like, you have to run through a lot of hoops to actually get something on TV. And they don't have nearly enough money.
Trying to find sources of revenue to support the model.
We work from the other direction.
So I kind of get it as a business decision. We will make more money if people have to pay for it and people actually want to buy it. And they think that people actually want to buy it because they want to watch it, which is a dangerous mistake to make.
Necessarily always like we've trended quite a few times. But that's never, that's never our goal. And I think by that token, YouTube has never been like the perfect fit for us.
All that being said, we have realized that it would be great if we could find a way to rely less on advertising, not make it such a big part of our business.
And you kind of got to do that through donations if you're making content of this caliber. And they think that they can get out of it by making better quality content. But things like, I don't know, fucking Breaking Bad is on Netflix? Are you kidding me? They're not even close. The budgets that the big streaming services have, my god.
For anybody who's watched or supported us to this point, truly,
And this is just a small team, right?
the goal was always to make
They're not gonna be able to provide any library of content. You're only offering, like, 5 series at most? For the same price. I would be willing to pay 49p for permanent access to the entire Watcher catalog. Maybe 99p.
To our very own independent streaming service, Watcher.
And look at this fucking music they're using. We're meant to be excited about this.
Free, independent streaming.
Ad-free. I like that. Because I don't like all of the ads that I've seen in the fucking videos.
How is it going to be different than the YouTube experience?
So the new streamer, I think, is a place that reflects what our content is. High quality series in season.
Ooh, look how much
Ad-free.
they don't get to scroll, right? Because they just don't have enough content.
And better content. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to...
They want... It's not about bigger and better, it's about more. They aren't able to offer what a streaming service can offer. They've totally misjudged the market.
Go international, like we're going to the UK and we're going to
Like, don't fly them out to Scotland. Get the silly ghoul boys in the studio recording tiny weird shit, 8 hours a day, work them to death, and let them become depressed, and then it's fine. You get fuck tons of content out of that.
Me to bring the gang back together.
That's true.
Adam,
Your pals.
Andrew, the old friends from Worth It, and we're going to be
Like, you could tell that the Worth It boys, blessed as they are, to my near and dear, Tesla sympathizing heart, you could tell that they, like, just kind of didn't even enjoy the food.
Very similar and based on a lot of those experiences, but we get to dispense with all the stuff that we don't like.
So if you want to catch that, you can watch it on.
Like, they probably do enjoy the food, but the show's lost its magic. It struck virality almost immediately,
New, fresh shows. We're going to
and so BuzzFeed just commissioned episode after episode after episode.
from the past. There are a lot of shows
That's gotta make you less excited to, you know, want to actually get good stuff done. They want to replicate. They don't want to build bigger and better. But that's what you gotta do if you want to survive as a corporation. Watcher Inc. I hope, is it that? They're too small. They're too small for the ambitions they have.
When it comes down to it, end of the day, why not? That should be our slogan. Why not?
I mean, yeah, I imagine he'll pop in.
Yeah,
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
that's fair. But you know, all this to say, you'll
You'll still occasionally see us on YouTube.
shows there. We're gonna have the season premieres of all of our
Like,
seasons there, but if you want to watch
the horrible average YouTube viewer thinks that they're owed something. And in a sense they are, like, the viewers maketh the channel.
You can become a member of
Ooh,
$5.99
horrendously overpriced.
a year.
Horrendously.
Low enough where
$60 a year?
able to afford it, but it also has its
That's like more than, that's like fucking 4 movie tickets.
just made the most sense for the streamers.
Would you rather watch 4 movies in the cinema a year? Or pirate?
Keep your eyes glued on all of our social channels. We'll be announcing some sweet opportunities to win merch.
In fact, you could do both, if you have $60.
Other wacky stuff from us. For those of you that sign up before May 31st, because we are going to have a little bit of a beta period, which will be launching today, actually.
Right now, you
Right
can sign
now.
up.
Go watch movies. Support independent cinemas.
April 19th.
Think of this beta period as a soft launch. An opportunity
Soft
to
launch,
early
already, like, one of the most alienating words.
experience for everybody.
Fuck off.
Period where you'll still be able to access content on YouTube, but beginning May 31st, you'll need to become a member of our streaming service to access.
Oh, awful. I'm gonna download all of the content. Well, there'll be re-uploads everywhere. No one's gonna want to pay for this. It's gonna be a massive commercial failure. At least I hope. And they're seriously gonna need to rethink, like, their entire business model if they're gonna survive. I love the content Watcher has made, at least in the early days. Sucks ass. Now, kind of. But they've had a bit of a comeback. I don't like the trajectory they're on, though.
WatcherTV.com.
In all seriousness, we really couldn't be more excited for you guys to join us on this next chapter, hopefully.
It's so fake.
For you guys to
All of it screams fake.
But at the same time, this is our final goodbye to YouTube. And you know, if it's our goodbye to you, I hope it's not, but if it is, I do want to say thank you for supporting us all along the way.
Your viewership has allowed
My
us
god,
to
you cannot do this to the abandonment issues generation.
and we hope that you'll come along for the ride.
And help us continue to build.
Yeah.
Build this thing out even bigger. That's the hope at least. But either way, it's been fun. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Boo, you suck. I'm not buying this. Fuck off.